live this time? Thank God you pressed the right button.
Hello, and I'm so glad I actually clicked the right clicking button. For those who don't know, literally ran the intro and I'm like, why is the YouTube screen still on the thumbnail?
She also started greeting all of y'all too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
There was nobody there. I'm like,
She was definitely not doing it live.
no, was not. But we're doing it live now.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So welcome to those of you filtering in. This is the Anime Girlz stream where we basically pick some anime that we like or heard of, and we talk about it on this particular show. So we got Eris of Chaos with her fancy fez.
Yes.
And Steven with his cartoon moves. How you doing?
I'm jiggling.
Yeah.
That's just not your norm,
the
though,
left
that's
one.
even.
Yeah, the left one's called Jiggly, the right one's called Puff.
Jigglypuff.
That's right.
Jigglypuff. I think of that and I think of Trigglypuff.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I shot
What a
the heck out of my
throwback.
knee. I was like, looks like Trigglypuff. She's like, you know who Jigglypuff is?
God, man. I remember when that came out, and I was just like, this has to be. This is like AI, right? This isn't a real human being that exists on this planet right now. Oh no.
When Milo Yiannopoulos posted that, I'm just like, I know it's real, but just wow. I just couldn't freaking believe it. And that is like in the meme hall of fame from now on.
Yes.
Oh, well, welcome guys to the Anime Girlz stream. And of course, we are going to be talking about season 1 of the anime Food Wars. Now, this one has kind of been in the docket of wanting to talk about for a while, so we're finally getting to it on this show. I'm so excited to talk about it. So let's see who we have in the chat first before we get going. I hope people have already had dinner or whatever, because we're going to talk about massive amounts of food. So Darkwing Duck, thank you so much. He became a member over in my earlier stream today, impromptu stream called I'm Too Lazy to Make a Video, so I'm going to review episode 7 of House of the Dragon live.
Nice.
So we did that instead.
Nice.
So thank you for being a member. And let's see. D Nice Gamer is in the house, says, oh my God, you lovely ladies for reviewing Food Wars. You're too kind. And Fat Steven.
What the hell is and Fat Steven? What does that mean?
You're not a lovely lady.
And I'm not nice? What is
Or kind? No, he said kind.
You said you're too kind, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said
Okay,
kind.
so I'm not kind either. Okay.
You did.
Back to my corner with my boobs.
Don't pop out too high, though. You want a high beam.
Oh, give me a trampoline and I'll show you how good Food Wars is.
Or just get a corset, honestly.
No, I want to be able to breathe. I want to be able to breathe.
No.
Yes,
Not
yes.
You can sacrifice that for boobage.
I don't think that works there.
Women did it for years.
That's cool. I wasn't around for all those years, so it's all good.
Well, Dragon Master 360 says, rejoice, weebs. Yes, weebs rejoice. We are weebing out. Loving it. And good to see you. And let's see. Darkwing Duck says, I know nothing about this, so I'll just be chilling. Yeah. And we're not responsible if you get really hungry watching this particular episode.
My God. It's impossible to not get hungry. Dude, they have cookbooks. Did you know that?
No.
Yes, you can go download like PDFs of cookbooks.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
answer so many questions, and I'm so happy because
I
I've
know.
seen stuff on this show where I'm like, what the
Yes.
not at?
Yes.
That's that's going on the Amazon list because I must have that cookbook. I gotta have it.
Yes.
Zachrat D15 of the channel member says, "Howdy, Lorena, Eris, Fat Steven in chat." Well, hello.
Hello.
To see you. My sister's in the chat says, "Smooches, y'all, smooches." Yeah, every time she comes to visit, all I do is cook. When I visit her and her family, all I do is cook.
You should start bringing a bill sheet
Bill sheet.
and charging them per hour.
I should, but nah.
You can make a cookbook. Things to cook when family comes over, and then the other one would be things to cook when you come over to family.
That's true. But I love doing it. I love doing it anyway. Even when I run out of food.
Charge them.
I run out of food. Like we're out of key lime pie, but I made 2 of them. Well, yeah, but they're gone now.
That's what happens when you eat them. They
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, I'm like, but I just made them like what 2 days ago?
Mhm.
Yeah, you know. Hey, Loki says they didn't call you a forklift. Be thankful, fat boy.
Yeah, no forklift here.
And Andrew is in the house. Caffeinated Wolf says, "Hail, y'all." Well, hello, Andrew. And my signed copy of Isom Cover A is on its way to my house. I cannot wait to get it. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped.
Oh,
I'm so hyped. Cannot wait to get my hands on that. It's gonna be amazing. Gonna be freaking amazing, especially since it's signed. Yep. I gotta get a place to display it though. I'm trying to figure out.
Don't you
where I'm
hate
gonna
when
put
you
it.
run out of wall space and shelf space?
I know. I'm just like, where am I gonna put
Yeah.
stuff? I mean,
Start
I
hanging them on the
got
wall.
I got rid of the Ariel's Grotto look that I had before because I was just throwing stuff up
Yeah.
there. Now I'm running out of space again. I'm like, all right, something's gonna have to go. D Nice Gamer says it's basically Japanese high school Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen, Master Chef, all
So
of that. Just like
Oh,
wrapped up in one. So instead of like fights, like shown in physical fights, it's cooking wars and whatnot.
it's literally just a very like competitive cooking school,
Yes.
and they made it so amazing. Like it inspires me to cook and eat.
And it has nudity that's covered up by soy sauce and gravy and other.
And honey getting
Oh,
poured
yeah.
on you.
I'm
with
sorry, the squid opening scene. I'm sorry, the squid and peanut butter scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. I
Hey.
mean, I want to eat food that makes my clothes explode off my
Yeah.
body. Okay, who
Boom.
doesn't?
Just like
That's
Oh,
there.
you
You can
know?
do that, but you have to gain a lot of weight and just hope the buttons pop one day.
oh my
Dude,
goodness.
I will run 20 miles a day if I get to eat food that good all day. Okay,
Yes.
I'll do it.
Tell me about it. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that stairmaster. I'll do those
Mhm.
burpees. I'll do that just
I
so
do
I can
burpees.
eat this awesome food. And Chris Persia is in the chat. Says, "Evening, y'all, had to pop in for Food Wars. Great anime, great manga, and actual great recipes." And I have to agree. I really do have to agree.
I'm doing the egg one after this. You know, the one where they had to do the 200 plates.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm gonna whip up.
Oh, the
That
egg
was
souffle.
Yeah,
Oh
the egg
my
souffle. Yes.
I felt so
Yes.
bad when they went just like, and he had to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that with this show, even though it's like some of it's like hoity-toity cuisine, it all goes back to Soma working at his dad's restaurant.
Mhm.
and like coming up with stuff, when he's up against gourmet chefs, he's just like, okay, what do we got left? We use some cheap meat, and just what he does with all the ingredients and stuff, and how for him it's not about status, which is, of course, he's there to learn, but it's about making food that gives people an experience.
Yeah, that people like. Good food that people like. It doesn't matter like what he has to go to. And he got to where he is because he never gave up and worked hard. And I love God, I don't even know if this is season 1 because you can't stop watching after you start.
No, you have to find out what's the next dish. What's the next
challenge?
What's the next challenge? What are they going to come up with? What else is, Soma going to find out, about himself? What else are we going to learn about some of the other characters that are, in this anime? When is, Arena Nakari going to get a pot to the face?
When is his dad going to tell him what the hell happened?
I know. And find out his dad is like this famous traveling chef who just basically says, "Yeah, I'm closing up the restaurant here. You go to this cooking school so you can learn how to beat me."
Yeah.
And he
Love
just
that.
throws down the gauntlet like right away,
The best part about this series is that every character you're introduced to automatically has a dynamic, not just with who's watching, but with every character that is pretty much the main cast. But the cast is not limited; it keeps growing each time. Each challenge, it just seems to branch more and more. It's like looking at an extended family, all through food, cooking, failure, and success. Except for that one creepy lady that will not leave her alone and think she's so adorable. The one, you know what I mean? She's like the one that had to get tied up in the chair. What is her name? Oh my god, I keep forgetting her name.
Hikado.
The one that looks like you can work in my restaurant. Just get down here.
I've literally watched this show more than any other anime because I watch it on repeat whenever I need like a good thing to watch. So what is it? Hikado. I swear it's like he something. Hikado.
Why am I blanking on who that is?
It's the one who challenged one of the instructors.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The other one was like the other one got tied to the chair. Like, how'd you get out of the chair?
So
okay,
you're talking about the guy you're talking about the chick that did the
rice
challenge
crackers.
where it's literally like, hey, you have the whole backyard, find something.
Yeah,
right?
and he took her rice chips, right? Because they needed a breading for the fish. Yeah.
Okay. Food War. Oh my god, you think I would know this because I've heard their names a billion times.
There is a Food Wars cookbook. Yes, there is, and I need to have it. I totally.
Oh no, I was thinking of Hisako. Okay, now I'm confused. Who am I?
Got the 3 Forces show easy. Yeah. Hey Dylan. Yeah, 2 streams in one night. I had this one planned. The other one, like I said, too lazy to make a video. Let's live stream it and review instead. So that was the bonus one. But yeah, I love there are no throwaway characters.
Hinako Inui.
Yeah, okay, it was Hiyako. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's the one who's obsessed with mimic. Choose no, I can't remember.
Is she on?
She's the one that always.
Oh, Megami. You're talking about Megami.
Megami,
right?
Yeah, she's obsessed with Megami. Oh, you can come with me.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she's so weird.
Adorable. I'm just like, that's so freaking creepy. I'm like, Megami is already. Yeah, I love her.
Adorable.
I love her. She's adorable. She's so not very sure, of herself.
Give her pets on the head.
Oh, yeah, she's like,
like,
Megami, it's gonna be okay. But she's just like, I get stage fright, and I just freeze up. And it's like so many other people who are just like, they're very talented, but put them in a spotlight like that, and they're not quite confident of themselves. It's hard.
Yes. Oh my god, every character. So I don't know. I can't really think of a character off the top of my head. Oh no, I can. Aizon. Aizon can suck it. Okay, he's a creep. He's a guy that like manipulates everything
naked all the time.
Yeah, he's in events and shit.
No, He's the
No?
one. Yeah, he's the one that he
Ichi.
like manages all those companies and whatever. He was like the number 8 spot, I think, on the 10. Izon. He has like the slick back blonde hair with the glasses.
I think
The Alchemist, I think, is his other name. That he goes by.
Okay. Yeah. I remember that dude.
Absolute scumbag. Everyone else was like somewhat redeemable, actually. Like everyone seemed pretty okay.
I'll just take meat and I'm good.
Oh, meat.
Yeah.
She
gets all flustered when we call her sweet meat.
I said meat. I'm like, man, you anime artists can draw some nice boobs. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Meat.
You see if I could find pictures of meat though.
You can, but usually takes 2 screenshots. There she is, right there with the bra top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love the one where she was trying to figure out which bra top to wear.
Yeah.
She was gonna challenge challenge Soma.
Right? Yeah. I agreed. The fire one was the one to go with.
It was. She's like, I'm gonna burn this sucker down.
Yes. They're just God, every character is so unique. They all have their own, and they're all like 3-dimensional for the most part. You know, it's so good. It's so good. It's probably my second all-time favorite. I love it. Oh, she's so cute.
It's just fun. It's fun to watch because the characters aren't stagnant like with Megami. You know, here she's all, confident. She makes all this great food for everybody. Never mind the guy who seems to like to walk around naked in the apron. What's his name?
Yes. Oh my god.
Ishi.
Blanking. Ishiki.
Ishiki, but they call him Ishi or Icky because he keeps popping through the vent like, I could just talk through this horn over here. And he's like, he's even more creepier on the horn.
He was creepy. Yeah.
That's a little lonely down here. You want to have some food?
It's like he's shot from the back and he's butt naked.
Yeah.
We're going to go get some onions out of the garden. Don't look at my butt.
Oh, I think he wants you to look at his butt.
Yeah, he does. He totally wants people to look at his butt.
Yeah. I mean, everyone is 3-dimensional, especially once you start getting into the later seasons. And I mean, they'll give you like an entire character's backstory within like a food war, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this character, and it is so good. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, like this guy. I didn't like him at first.
Of course not.
He reminds me too much of Aizen. He reminds me too much of Aizen from Bleach. The face design, the glasses, the hair, everything. I'm like, you were killed in Bleach. What are you doing back here cooking food? It's like almost identical in a way. No one knows who Aizen is. Okay, I'll go back to my corner.
No, I know who
he is.
No, because
I have a bone to pick with Bleach about the fight between Ichigo and Aizen. Don't even get me started.
Which fight? There was a bunch of them.
No, the final one. The one that lasted 5 seconds had been built up for like 8 seasons. Yeah, that one. Anyway, literally lasted 5 seconds. It was the most anticlimactic fight I've ever seen in my entire life. And I stopped watching it.
But you had all climax throughout the whole series, so guess what?
That would make me mad.
The movie coming up.
The big epic fight we've been building up to lasts like 5 seconons. It's like, okay.
You got the 3,000 year blood war coming eventually too, as well as the Nier Automata anime.
But anyway, so Food Wars.
This guy, Food Wars. So this guy, I didn't really like him at first, but then when they started showing his backstory and how he got into cooking and how he wanted to bring French cooking to Japan. And eventually I started to warm up to him, like, okay, maybe he's not so bad. He's just very particular about his craft. And one of the things that I love about this anime, basically, especially shonen in general, they don't let up on the fact that you have to keep improving yourself.
No.
Yes.
Even if you have to take several steps backwards, you're always improving yourself. You're never satisfied with just being there or just breathing. You're trying to find some kind of edge, trying to elevate yourself. So even when he's a complete jerk to Soma, I believe when he became his sous chef, not his sous chef, I forget what that position was, but he was like, I want to call it like intern or whatever.
Yeah, it was
when he
intern.
at the restaurant.
It was intern.
And
he-
stagiaire. There we go.
Yeah, stagiaire. And he kept like screwing up, and he was like, "You're slowing everybody down." And dude had actually stayed up like overnight and had like everything prepped and stuff and ready.
Yes.
Because he was just like, you can't be slowing everyone else, down in the kitchen. So Food Wars is not on Netflix anymore. Now it's on I watched it on Hulu.
I watched it on 9 Anime.
I watched it on watch cartoon online.
Yeah, I watched it on Hulu, and an interesting thing about watching it on Hulu is not censored, but some of the descriptions that they did. I think for one of them when they were drinking some kind of sake drink or whatever.
The rice. Yeah, I remember that scene. Yeah,
and it seemed like they were getting really drunk.
Yeah, this is only rice juice. This is nothing else.
That's not what they said in the original series, so that's what I liked. I was like, that's sake, that's rice. I'm gonna drink all this all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously these 15-year-olds are getting wasted off this rice.
You're at a prestigious school with everything on hand, whether it's cooking alcohol or normal alcohol. You're going to find a way because they expect you to show up the next day because they don't want to get kicked out. So I guess the responsibility falls on them.
But they were feeling really, 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 really good. Hey, Jerry Mendoza, after drinking all that.
I want to hit that red juice.
Yeah. It's like, I feel so good,
They also introduced a great thing in this series, well as you were piggybacking what you were saying earlier, is they also show you that problem solving is always key when you've reached a roadblock and you have to find another way to solve your issue, especially like when you don't have the right ingredients or they're rotting, and they push that not just to rely on yourself, but sometimes look at yourself first. What would you do? And they go back to lessons of his dad. Like if you're rushing, you're being too impatient, slow down, start over, and focus on each single thing, what you need to do first. And then you go from there. And I like simple little things like that are good lessons.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
His dad's a dick though. So
yeah, he is.
He's the actual bad boy parent. That is very. When he said at the beginning, "I'm kind of a hands-off parent," I was like, I mean, in the most literal sense,
literally hands off. Because when they find out that this guy is Soma's dad, and they're just like, "How could you not have known about your dad?"
Yeah.
Like, well, I did get phone calls in languages I didn't understand, and I saw pictures of my dad with foreigners, but that happens in everybody's house, right?
Yeah. Like, no. These master chefs like that he's just hanging out with these photos. And
it's like, hey.
Yeah, he's just so focused on his cooking. He just accepted that as the norm and just moved on.
Like this is just what happens. My dad's gone, for a while. But it's as much of a hands off as he was, especially the dorm mother got in his ass about that too, right?
Yeah, she's the real mom. Yeah, she's like he's basically like the grandma that's like, what the hell? I didn't raise you to be this ignorant.
You don't call me. You just show up, And he's like, well, okay,
Like what is it, a stray cat? I think is what they compared him to. I was like, that is so accurate.
It is. It totally is. But I love that the main, I will say the main conflict of this whole anime is that Soma has to be able to beat his father at cooking. Yes. And he goes up against so many people. Like each interaction, each food battle that he has, you learn a bit more about him. Although you have to admire this dude where he walks in as a transfer student. He's like, yeah, I don't think hardly any of you have ever had to face any angry customers. So I'm going to beat all of you.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the top spot. This is a stepping stone, whatever. And everyone's like, what the hell?
Who is this freaking dude?
I love that. And he's just obliviously like arrogant. Like, I just love it so much.
Totally arrogant. Especially when he Arena's like, he's like, say my food's good. And she's just, you see, she's like,
Disgusting.
struggling.
Do your thing.
They keep running into each other. Like that's the best part, and also the worst part is that they set it up so unintentionally. Like, yeah, you know they're going to be together, and everyone's going, "I think he belongs with Megami," and the whole time he keeps running into the God tongue. You're like, this is not going to be a relationship that works out in the end.
Oh my god, what is the trope? Enemies to lovers. If I had to like,
Mhm.
they're actually that's a trope that's a very fine line because you can very easily screw it up and make it like abusive or not work at all, you know. But they really make it if they end up getting together, which I don't know if they did or not. Like I can't remember that part, but
I
like,
can't.
is it
Yeah.
open-ended?
Right now, the season ended with you can tell the feelings are true, but they were in that big battle with the mother. I'm not getting too much into it, right?
Okay, I haven't gotten that. I haven't gotten.
I-
Oh,
that
you haven't
far.
gone that far? Oh, you haven't seen where they put her against like 100 different chefs nonstop?
Okay, no, I heard season 5 was bad, so I've only watched seasons 1 through 4 on repeat because season 5
I
apparently
heard
kind
that
of
about
wasn't
5.
Yeah, so
That you're denying a storyline, even if it's bad. You
I-
gotta give it a shot. 'cause
well,
you're
the problem is
right.
season 4 ends so perfectly that I have a hard time like wanting to. I would have to be convinced of season 5 being worthy of me
Mhm.
breaking the fact that in my mind canon, the 4th season is not the ending because it ends very, very well in my opinion, like really perfectly.
The best way to look at it is
So-
this way: the 5th season is never going to be as bad as the Last Jedi.
Oh,
Reactions
God.
to the Little Mermaid trailer,
Well,
the Rise of
no.
Palpatine, or Kurtzman Trek, or anything else
No.
we've had the last 2 years.
Well, that doesn't mean it can't be bad. That just means
I
it's
didn't
not
say that. I said it
bad.
can't be as bad. So that's the little
But-
bit of hope to brace yourself for disappointment. But there might be where you might want to hear.
But the
My-
Batman wasn't as bad as those movies, and I
No,
wouldn't
it-
recommend
no.
it either.
No, it was just a 3-hour movie about a cosplayer knocking on club doors asking for candy. That's pretty much what it was. I'm Batman.
I don't know. Like, there's certain things that I'm like okay with, but like, I don't know. I eventually will watch season 5, but I don't want to at the moment because I need a more of a reason to.
Do it.
Yeah, because once I see something, I can't unsee it. I can't.
This is true.
So
This is true.
Just do it.
no sexual innuendos. I don't know which anime you watch, but
Yeah, which
There's
one were
sexual
you
innuendo.
watching? Because the certain noises that
called-
people were making
Ah!
after they tried the food. Yeah.
There's a girl in a bra top called Meat who cuts meat up with a butcher knife that you've never seen before. So I'm pretty much, yeah, it's there. This is sarcasm, right? I hope it's sarcasm.
Yeah, I hope so. Because he's like,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? I think they said like foodgasm because everyone knows it when you.
Yes,
that's
food porn, foodgasm.
I'd heard of the food. I've heard of the food porn one because I would post pictures. It's like, oh yeah, let's watch food porn. And you sit there and you just because that is a thing, like especially on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Tumblr is really big too.
Tumblr.
Yeah. Roll around in the juices and the mustard. Just roll around in it.
I mean, when you hear me talk about disrespectful food and desserts, that's basically food porn.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, and then you post it, and then I'm like, God damn it!
Now I have to have it, you know? But it's like when the food just looks so good. And another thing about this anime is just how much detail. I'm trying to find a picture. How much detail they put on the food.
Oh my god, dude! If they opened like a cafe that served
cooking,
this,
the detail on the lemons, look, with the seeds and everything, and it's just art. The consistency. It is like art when they show the food and how it moves and how it glistens and what it looks like. It's just like, oh my gosh, I have to try it. I have to try it. I have to taste it. And they don't rush with doing that either. It's almost like when you have the shonen battles that go on, they don't just fight right away. There's build up and hype that comes
Mhm.
around to it. And it's the same thing with the food wars when they're putting together the dishes. It's not, even though there's a time limit, because it is like
Mhm.
Iron Chef or Chop, you have a
Mhm.
time limit, but everything starts to build from that time limit to finally when the dish you're like, I want to see it, I want to see it. Then when it's finally served, it's like, and then they have to talk about all the stuff that it's made up of. And you see like the
Yeah.
steam coming out, and then the judges taste it. And you don't get a response right away. And then all of a sudden you see they're running through a field naked, or they've got like little Soma bees drizzling honey all over their body.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking like burgers. Like there was a food war battle that happened. I think was it season 2. I know we're supposed to be talking about season 1, but like in season 2, there's a burger theme, and I'm sitting here just like, how the hell y'all gonna? And then they come out. One of the girls doing like a tortoise burger. Like what? A fresh tortoise burger, and she's like literally chopping up and killing the turtle, like so it's as fresh as possible. And you're just like, what the hell? What is even like? I never would have even thought of that as an idea. But she specializes in Chinese medicine, like the herbs and so it's stuff like that. These little details and how they like. I love this anime so much. I could talk about it for hours, honestly.
It's just the food is as much a character as all the other characters are.
Yes, and each
This.
food is like perfect for the character making it. It totally makes sense. I don't even know how to begin. Now they even figured out how to do some of this stuff. I'm just God.
I don't. It's so it's uncanny even with Megami, with
Mhm.
her, and she's like, I don't know. She's like, I don't know what my menu is. I don't know what I want to make. She's just like, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. And then she thinks about her mother
Yeah.
and the things that her mother sent her was like
Yes.
all things from home. And then she's like, yeah, I just want to bring a piece home. She's like, I finally have figured it out. And she gets into her comfort zone that way to come up with foods that she's confident in cooking. That's how she beat that other guy, even though I think how much more seasoned he was. I think they were both experienced with seafood.
Mm-hmm.
Like they both came from fishing villages, but her dish was simple, yet it was so complex and elegant that the judges the judges loved it, and you got to see her grow in her confidence. But even the broth that they showed, it looked like liquid gold.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Ramen. It was
See,
like a ramen theme. Yes, I remember what you're talking about.
They could have nailed this show as well if they decided to do something like with like Overcooked, the game Overcooked, and made a Food Wars Overcooked style. It would have been really good. Overcooked is a cooking co-op game.
Oh,
Never
I don't know
mind.
that.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Yeah. Dude, Hell's Kitchen just started its 21st season.
Never watched Hell's Kitchen.
Master Chef is, I think, at 18.
I only watched Cake Boss. Sorry.
I've watched that one too. I like Cake Boss, The
Yeah.
Great British Baking Show.
I love Gordon Ramsay. That's my dude.
God, I love him. I
That's
love
my
him.
dude.
I
Hotel
understand
Hell.
why he get pissed off of a bad food.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell? You spent time doing this? What? This
What is
kitchen's
this?
not clean? What is this? What? This is gross. Did you not taste it?
Like my
why are you serving this
vomit
to
looks
me?
better than
Really? You have 20 years in the kitchen. You can't saute a scallop. Get out of here.
No. That, or my favorite is, this is raw chicken.
Yeah. That's a pregnant woman, and this is raw chicken. What are you doing?
I'm just like, y'all need. I freaking love Gordon Ramsay. I do.
So good.
What are you? What are you? I'm an idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich.
So good.
Yes, Outcast Creative, we wholeheartedly recommend this anime. If you're not It's like it's funny because I love shonen. I love shonen anime.
Mhm.
And it didn't hit me until I went to watch this again that this
Mhm.
is actually a shonen. The battles are the
Mhm.
food wars that they have going on when they come up with these different dishes. So if you're not into an anime that's has a lot of fighting battles, this has a fighting battle, but it's with food. So it's a little so it's different. So it may be something that if you're kind of skittish about, nah, I don't want to see dudes fight for like I don't know how many freaking episodes. This one, it's enjoyable. It's fun to watch. There's so many twists and turns in it, the characters in it, even the one little kid who looks like Harry Potter. He's in this one too. You know which one I'm
Oh my
talking about?
god. Yes. Oh my god. Brain. Oh my god. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Zenji. Zenji,
down
right?
to the glasses and
Yes.
everything.
Yes. Zenji. My god. Like you just kind of thought he was just a side character that wasn't going to get any development, and apparently
Hmm.
he is like a whole fan club because he's like a superstar in his specialized field, and you had no idea until you got to like actually take the episode took a moment and like talked about him. You're just like, oh my goodness. I'm like, Shinji's a superstar. Didn't even notice this.
Hominis Nocturna, hello, says my brother did the mashed potatoes wrapped in bacon dish once. It was good. Everything's better with bacon. Shoot. Did you see the
Dude.
one speaking of bacon? What did
Oh,
he do? This one where Soma he had to come up with this dish. I think it was with Megami. Was it with Megami? No, 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 no. This is when the chick tried to buy his restaurant
the
and she
gotcha,
asked for a
the
meat
gotcha
dish.
part. Yeah, yeah. And they cleaned out his fridge, and he had like bacon and some potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, I'm pretty sure that I know I actually have the recipe to make that. I haven't ever gotten around to doing it, but no, yeah.
It looks so freaking good, wrapped in bacon. I'm like, come on, it's wrapped in bacon. You know it's gonna be delicious.
Oh my god, it's crisp. It's like crispy and yummy, and I there's a certain name for it. I'm pretty sure it's the gotcha pork roast or something like that. But
I think so. But it was
Yukihira style.
Yuka. Yeah, he's proud of himself. Yuka sound. You're
Oh
welcome. You're the
yeah.
snap of that. You
Yes.
know. Oh, there's
Oh
the
yeah.
Harry Potter guy right there.
Yeah. Zenji, my dude.
That's Detective Conan. What are you talking about?
Oh
Oh,
my god.
the pork roast
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
God, I'm
You.
so hungry.
You with the scar above your eye. Me? No, you. Me? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're expelled. Is that because your hair gel is ruining the scent of the could-be food? Goodbye.
It's so funny. I never would have thought of that. I use scented hair products. I'm pretty sure everyone does to an extent. And I never would have thought that somebody, like going to cooking school, somebody like walks by and just like, I can smell you. Leave. Oh my God.
Well, I kind of get it because when you're cooking, you have to not only do you have to use your eyes and taste the food, but you also have to smell it because there's certain you
Mm-hmm.
have to be able to smell certain differences when you're putting things, together. So I kind of get that. I hadn't thought about that, but then I'm like, yeah, now I kind of do. Because how can you tell, like, say, for example, there's this one Italian sausage spaghetti sauce that I make. My nieces and nephews know it better as spagooter. Don't ask me how we came up with that. But it's like an Italian sausage based spaghetti sauce. And how I start out with it is like I have the pan heated up, medium heat, and I have fennel seeds that I put in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't proceed until the fennel seeds are toasted and you can actually smell the fennel.
Yeah.
It's like a licorice smell, but you have to wait until you can smell that before you can proceed on to the next step.
Ooh,
So I
nice.
kind of get that. I hadn't thought about that before, but the job, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever
think about that?
have you ever cooked up bacon and then chopped it up until it's like a crumble and then throw it on a bowl of ice cream?
No.
Vanilla ice cream? Do it.
I have
Sounds-
not, and I could totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna love it with you. That sounds a little gross to me. But then again,
nice.
I'm a chocolate girl. I'm a
I use
chocolate
Well,
girl.
chocolate ice cream.
have you had chocolate dipped bacon,
Yes.
Eris?
No, I have not. I'd have to.
Girl.
Bacon has to be cooked extra crispy
Oh
though. I
yes,
can't.
it is. It
Yeah.
is.
Ew.
It is extra crispy, dipped in chocolate.
Okay. I might. You know what? Because I like the salty sweet thing. I like jalapeno chips and then eating like a cookie. That's how I would eat my Subway when I was like in high school, right? I like the salty and the sweet because it just does the thing in your mouth where you're just like, yes.
Yeah, it's like happy dance. I got
Yeah.
bacon and chocolate, and I could so see that crumbled bacon on vanilla ice cream. I swear Paula Dean has a recipe for that because that
Of
sounds
course she
like
does.
something in the South. God, yeah.
Yeah. No, I could see that. It depends, I guess. Mm, I'll have to try it. I'll have to arrange it so it happens on my cheat day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess he's a finger point in the
Bacon.
kitchen. See you, bacon, on Thursday. You too, vanilla ice cream on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I just went to Wendy's for the first time like last week, so I got
Really?
introduced to the frosty, dipping the fry in the
That's
frosty
the only
thing,
thing
and
worth getting there at Wendy's
yeah,
is the
because
frosty, the fry. Yeah.
I got their burger and I uh, yeah, that was a sad burger. I've had better burgers from
Yeah,
McDonald's.
you don't go to Wendy's to like get burgers. You go to Wendy's to get your frosty and fries. That's it. Oh, and the chili. And
Oh,
the
their
chili.
chili's good.
Yeah,
Okay,
their chili's good.
okay, all right.
Their chili's good, but everything else is just like, oh, nah, you can just
I mean, it
you
was
can
bad.
go. Hey Lance, no, I did not get a chance to see the Gatorland video, so I'm gonna have to go check it out. You are very welcome about the dinner spot recommendation. Yeah, it's a place called Pollo Tropical. So if you are in Orlando, we'll say Florida, period. Pollo Tropical is like a fast food Florida Caribbean place where the prices are really good. The food is like extremely fresh. I mean, you walk in and you just smell them grilling the citrus marinated chicken, on the grill,
Ooh,
and have stuff like pina colada shakes and Cuban hot dogs
ooh.
and dulce de leche. And although their key lime pie is not so good, I do not recommend their key lime pie. But
Okay, all right.
everything else is good and really, really, really cheap. I will have to check it out, Lance. I'm so behind. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen the news, Lance, but Gatorland is under 5 feet of water
Oh
right
my
now.
god,
Yes, I,
it's
I
for
have a
Gators took over.
Oh,
the Gators were actually they were safe. They go ahead of the
Okay.
hurricane and they put them,
Oh my
in their
god.
little bunks and they get them all together. But the whole parking lot, Lance, like where the Gatorland mouth is, completely covered in water.
Oh
Completely
my
covered in
god.
water. They're hoping to have the park open by the end of October, but all their Halloween
Really?
festivities out the door. Yeah, yeah, it's just a
Wow.
local, it's just a local park. They don't have money like Disney or Universal. So yeah, 5 feet of water. It looked like the apocalypse when I drove by it. So
Damn.
bad, but all the animals are safe. They're gonna rebuild. Folks are like donating money to Gatorland. You can go to Gatorland's YouTube page. They did a video of them from where it's underwater. And if you go and you look at it and you compare it to when I went, you'll see like
Mhm.
all the walkways are filled with water. Totally,
Wow.
totally filled with water. Yep, they definitely will. There's a lot of people who are trying to help that park out. So it's amazing. But yes, Food Wars. So I haven't read the manga. I've just
Me
watched
neither.
the anime. Um it's just fun to watch. I do
Mhm.
like a little bit of the mean girl aspect that's in there.
I both love and hate Erina.
I know, don't
you? God damn that woman.
Love and
Oh.
hate her, even though it looks like she's about to pop out of her chef's whites.
Yeah.
You know?
Literally, those chef that chef uniform is painted on her. You
Literally.
cannot convince me otherwise.
Can we highlight one thing right now with his headband? Why is it so long that when he whips it out, it turns into like a party streamer for like a ballerina? You know what I mean? It goes on and on and on. Dramatic. It doesn't need. How long it doesn't need to be to go around his head 800 times. Think about it. Think how many times he ties it around his head, and think of how long it is when he pulls out and does like battle on. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. That thing throws me off every time.
I don't know. I mean, if you're looking for logic in an anime where the food they eat literally destroys their... I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. When, what is it, the demon of the kitchen, Erina's granddad, like, how they know your dish is good enough is he literally bursts out of his clothes.
Yes.
And so do all the other knockeries.
That was so freaky.
Literally all the other knockeries and anyone who marries in with them literally explode their clothes. And if it's really good, they explode the clothes of the people around them.
Yes.
It's just like the craziest thing.
I said, how much weed were you all smoking when you came up with this idea? Like, yeah, not only do their clothes fall off, but it was really good. Everyone else's clothes just, and it's not like a little button here, a little button there. It's just basically your clothes
shredded.
Hulk out and shred and go everywhere, and then you have all of the sensual moaning because of how good the food is. In addition to that, it is crazy.
I really wanted. Sorry.
Okay.
I really wanted one of the rice recipes and use the like the whipped egg. I'm gonna try and put the whipped egg over top. And then try to like garnish it with like a nice curry.
Dude, yes. I never even considered curry as like a food I would try until I watched the show back in like high school. And I was like, oh my God, I have to have this.
My dad used to be a chef in a restaurant in a hotel, right? So he's kind of passed on things here and there. And if you want to start with curry, look for curry buns. If you know what I'm talking about, they're in all of anime, right? So picture a nice egg bun, put it in the middle, of curry, like chicken curry or some type of curry. You warm it up, and as you're eating the bun, the curry sits into the bun with a big curry bite in the middle.
I think they had one episode where they made curry chicken the way that like I do, and it has like the coconut milk, and it was who was that darn chef who all he specialized in was curry dishes?
Akira. Is that Akira, the one, the spice guy? The guy that can smell like literally everything.
I was like, I have that spice, I have that spice, I have that spice.
You're just like, oh my gosh, a person of my people.
Yes, I'm just like, we're right here. And he's talking about the different spices and how it can change the composition of the curry. I'm like, dude, you were so down with that. That's how I can tell the difference between standard Indian curry and what Jamaican curry is, because it smells differently, you know.
You guys need to find a way to make a donair and then get back to me.
A what?
A donair.
Donair.
What's
Google
that?
it. Google it and look for yourself. I'm not going to spoil it.
Google it. How do you spell that?
Donair.
Donair.
Okay, I misspelled it. What was it again? what?
Why does that look like a
euro?
Yes.
But it's not.
Okay.
Maybe it's the Canadian euro. But yeah.
It looked like a euro.
Oh,
D-Nice Gamer said you guys like Greek food. You know, it's not one of my favorite cuisines. I do like, what the heck was that? I don't like feta cheese. Me and feta cheese don't get along. Kalamata olives do not get along. Roasted lamb, I'm so down with that. And there's this other dish. I think it's like a yogurt and something together. Usually
I feel like I
that,
know what you're talking about.
but
I feel like I
roasted
know.
lamb, I'm pretty much down with. That's pretty much what I associate with Greek food. Is like roasted lamb. I think there's also something with fennel because I love fennel. Fennel's like
Mhm.
freaking delicious. I love it. Use it in everything. So I've had that at a Greek restaurant. My brother-in-law is of Greek descent, so he's like, "You make any Greek food?" I'm like, "No,
Tzatziki.
no." He's like, "Okay, whatever you're making, I'll eat it." But that's just not Greek is just one of those cuisines where I'm just like it's not really my favorite one, but there's certain things within Greek cuisine that I'll eat. I mean, you roast a lamb, I'm down with it.
Shredded lamb on top of shawarma on a warm gyro bread. You're
That
good.
God, I'm
sounds
so
so
Or
hungry.
or get
Oh my
what's
God.
the flatbread? The Indian flatbread. What's that called?
Pita bread.
Nan
No,
bread.
naan bread.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
the naan bread.
Naan or
Not
roti?
yeah, naan or whatever you get. Make sure
Yeah.
before you put in the oven to warm it up, melt some butter or margarine with a little bit of garlic powder, stir it up, and put it on top as a base, and then throw it in the oven before you warm it. So you'll have garlic bread naan.
Hey, Teresa.
Well, damn, Fat Steven, now we know why you're fat. You're just making all this good food.
Fat
Can't
was
blame
a
you.
term to call someone fat. I love cooking. You should see what
Did
I could do with ground beef.
Well, you got because I remember when I was in school, we actually had this food stand in the food court. I think it was like gyros or something like that, and like where they cut the meat off and everything. Oh my god, it smells so
Oh,
good. I can still
I'm
smell it
so
now.
hungry. God,
I
I knew
can
it was a
still
mistake
smell
not
it.
to eat
Hey,
before I came on
Teresa.
here.
It sure is because we were going to talk about, yeah, literally talk about that, especially the episode where they were just making seafood. I'm like, oh my
Oh
God, I
my
can taste the
God.
crab and langoustines and just I love all the food that they
I love
do
good food.
and even the battles that they have. Like this one guy who every time he would do a food war with someone, he'd take something precious from them.
Oh my
Remember
God,
that?
yeah. My okay. The copier. Subaru, yes, because he was the car.
The guy from
Subaru.
Yes.
motorcycle. No, he was the motorcycle.
Yeah, but he's named after a car. Subaru.
Yes, but he had a motorcycle.
Yes, motorcycle, the copier. Yeah.
Tzatziki.
That's it. D-Nice Gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother-in-law likes that. Make him some Spanakotopia. I have had that.
Spankatopia. No, thank you. I'm not having no spanks and
Spankatopia.
fruitopia.
Spankatopia. Yeah, Spankatopia. I've seen that. I've had that. It's kind of like a Indian samosa. Shawarma. Yeah, I know
Samosa is
shawarma.
so good, but you need just the potato and the peas one, and the sauce they put on the side, the dipping sauce. Oh my god! Oh my
That is
god!
probably one of the only Indian dishes that I like. I'm not. I tell people here's my thing about Indian food. If you're Indian in the West Indies, it's different.
Really?
I'm not, yeah, because the dishes are prepared like because I remember one time I went to an Indian restaurant, I had curry chicken, and I took one bite and said, no, this is not the curry chicken that I'm used to at all. The curry chicken that I am used to is slow simmered in coconut milk, ginger, garlic, Jamaican curry, which is Indian curry, but it's cut with allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg.
Old Spice.
Yeah, it's like it's
You know,
very sweet and it's different. It's a different taste. But samosas I like, but Indian cuisine in general, I'm not really a fan
it's
of. But I'm not of Mexican cuisine either.
it's
I'm
a hit
very
or
picky.
miss. It's a hit or
Yeah.
miss with Indian cuisine. It depends on, like you said, how much spice they use. Like sometimes their curry will be bang on, and other times
Hmm.
you'll get the rice and like their beef they put together that they pour on it, but the sauce is too liquidy. It doesn't have a good form. But I'm sorry, I'm getting. You can talk about food. Yeah, food, yum yum yum. But crescent rolls, man. There's something I do. You know what Pillsbury crescent rolls are, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Yes.
Get the
Mhm.
large
Smash
ones. Get the large ones, and what you do is you cook up a half a pound or a pound of ground beef, however you like doing it, like with barbecue sauce. Make sure you use honey because the honey
Mm.
helps the sauce stick to the meat. And then let it cool. wrap it with cheese, green peppers, then throw it in the oven for 15 minutes, and you got these great flavored stuff. Crescent rolls, right? The excess sauce and I will soak into the crescent roll. If you want to go a little different, go back to your garlic powder, and right before it starts turning brown, you baste the top of the crescent roll so that with Parmesan cheese as well, so it sticks with the garlic powder.
Oh,
yeah. You use like garlic butter and use it as like a base on top of like bread when you're cooking in the oven. You can then throw Parmesan cheese on. That's how you get that weird feeling on some pizza crusts. So the same kind of. I'm sorry, I'll stop talking about food.
I'm just picturing that in my head. But yeah, Hobbes Nocturna, he took the knives of the other chefs always. You know, because he's, you know, a chef without, you know, without their knives. It's like you're not a chef, especially those really, really nice knives.
Ginsu.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. You need it. I mean, I hadn't thought about that before, but your knife skills and how much, you know, you use a knife in food preparation. So I thought that was a very interesting battle where Soma was actually able to win back all of those items that guy took, including the knives of one of his rivals, actually.
That blonde kid that's always pointing and screaming, "I will beat you one day. You are my rival." And his brothers.
Yeah, these are the Italian brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario and
brothers.
Fat Luigi. Yeah, that's
the Aldini brothers. And their Northern Italian food. I don't like Northern Italian food. Southern Italian. Genetic.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, Japanese food is like my favorite, right up there with Italian. So this show was just like, oh my god, I want it all. I want all of this.
It's so good. Japanese food. This is going to sound horrible coming from me, but it's true. I always consider Japanese food to be delightfully predictable. And when I say that, I mean, like, if I have miso, it's supposed to take like miso soup. If I have ramen, that broth is supposed to be bang on when I taste it. If I have udon noodles, I know what to expect. You know, I prefer spicy food, but when I have Japanese food, I'm expecting for it to be a certain way. I'm not expecting it for it to be super spicy unless I ask for wasabi, because wasabi, and kid you not, wasabi, honey with soy sauce and a drop of key lime juice.
It's good.
That's some good-ish.
All right. Okay. Because I'm always wary whenever I get sushi. I'm always wary of the wasabi. Because it's like, I can deal with spice, because obviously I live in Texas where Mexican food and Tex-Mex stuff is very prevalent here. So I have a tolerance of spice and I enjoy it. I like the taste of, the endorphins you get when you eat spicy food. It's also very enjoyable. But wasabi is like a different type of heat. And my whole body doesn't know how to react to it except to be like, no! What are you doing? No!
It's so freaking good. I can't even. The day I found wasabi was the day I fell back in love with Japanese food, because I'm just like, it's kind of boring. I'm like, it's okay, but it's not like Chinese. It's not like Thai. Oh, good Lord. I freaking love Thai food. Holy crap.
I've never had Thai.
I can't
oh my god, I just
anymore.
realized I've never had Thai food.
I eat it so much, Thai makes me sick.
You have to have like the Thai spring rolls that are wrapped in like the rice wrapper is translucent, and you have that. You have to have like Thai iced tea, which is basically aromatic iced tea mixed with cream and milk, and it's like it sits on the top and they have to mix it together. It's like sweet tea, but with the milk and the cream in it. You have to have like lemongrass soup, aka evil jungle princess, soup.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, don't know what evil jungle princess soup.
No.
Okay.
I just told you I've never had Thai before.
I did. I had that in a Thai restaurant, because when I used to live in Philly, near where I worked at, we would go to this place. We call it Good Food, Bad Service Thai restaurant. It was really good. So they had this dish called Evil Jungle Princess, which was a soup. and it was this
Guys.
coconut curry soup with
Mhm.
enough hot spice in it to make you choke, but it tasted so freaking good.
It's like that one guy. I'm forgetting it. He's the guy with the blonde hair. That did the Szechuan cooking. It's like heat. You
Mhm.
need to have the heat. People are crying, but like, yes, more. It's so hot, but oh my god, I can't stop
You're just
eating
like,
it. I'm crying.
my tongue is on fire, but it tastes so good. I can't stop eating it. But yes, it was called Evil Jungle Princess.
I love that. That's
And it was the
so
best freaking
random.
food ever. I loved it. It's like, oh yeah, just on the name alone, you got to try that dish.
Yeah. When you see that, you're like, yeah, of course I have to. I need to know what evil jungle princess tastes like. I must know this information.
Phrasing.
Yes. I will have to. I'm gonna have to actually recreate that recipe because that was some good. That was some good stuff. Coconut curry soup. That's nice and polite. Evil jungle princess is like all up in your face. You can't get enough
Yes.
of me. I'm destroying you, but you can't get enough of me, can you? Outcast Creative said you've not had tea until you've had it with home Cornish clotted cream. I'm lactose intolerant, so that could possibly cause me a problem. That was one of the things that I ran into when I was in the UK. Here in the US, you could get half and half, which is like half milk, half cream. It's kind of like a little bit less lactose. I can actually tolerate it. But when I was in the UK, they were just like, "Oh, would you like milk?" I'm just like, "No. Do you have half and half?" They're like, "No."
Like, I'm
Half
sorry, what was
milk,
it?
half
What the hell is
cream.
half and half?
No, half the. I said, "What the heck? You got soy milk? Yeah, we have that. Okay, fine, that'll work."
Close enough.
It sounds delicious, but I can't. It's like with Indian chai tea. I love chai tea. I love how spicy it is, but it's that darn whole milk. I can't have it that way. I have to have
Well,
coconut milk. I cannot have whole milk. It's
welcome to Food Wars and Lactose Stories, brought to you
yeah.
by Reina Creole and Anime Girlz stream.
Dude, this has been. We're just gonna make you hungry because that's
Mhm.
exactly what I've done.
It's
I've
better
been
than-
sitting here and oh my god, I'm so hungry right now. I don't even know what I want to eat because I want to eat everything. So
Have you ever made homemade pizzas? So you get like the already pre-done crust. And instead of putting sauce down, you put a layer of nacho chips, and then you put salsa, then you put cheese, then you put pepperoni, then you throw it in the oven.
no, but if you want to
No.
have the answer of have I ever had homemade pizza, I want you to think about who I'm living with right now. Come back to me.
I know. I'm just saying that's a new way to make pizza. Because if you do it right, the chips sog in, and this all. Never mind. I'll just.
So it's basically nacho. It's basically a nacho pizza. See, my favorite pizza was like basically it was like a mac and cheese Alfredo pizza from Cece's.
Ooh.
Like I love that, and I
Ooh.
never had it again because they didn't make it after I went to that one time. I don't know why, but they refused to make it.
Wait, what's it called?
It's like a it has macaroni and cheese like noodles. So
Yeah.
it just looks like macaroni and cheese noodles, but you could probably use any noodle. And then it was an
Well,
Alfredo pizza. So you're
well-
thinking like an Alfredo pasta pizza kind of thing. It was delicious.
Man, have you ever had
Hold
chicken
on.
nuggets coated in flaming hot Cheeto dust?
No, but I prefer my chicken spicy though. Ever
It
since I
is
got
some
that's
good-ish. It's so
Dude.
freaking good. I love flaming hot Cheetos.
Can you share this quickly?
Yeah. What we got?
something like that.
The recipe to make it.
Yes. Which is
Alfredo
definitely against my
mac
diet.
I love
Yes.
Alfredo sauce.
Yes.
It doesn't
it's
love
so
me,
sinful.
but
No. That thing goes straight to all the wrong places.
yeah.
There you go. There's the recipe right there.
That's the cheat day, and that is the I don't have to be anywhere in public.
Please.
The
you're
cheese,
lactose. Oh, yeah. Okay, got you.
there's a certain level of cheese I can handle before it goes over into the danger zone.
Yeah.
So
I've known
I
people that have
cannot
black
have
bears for
because at Epcot at Le Cellier restaurant
it. Mhm.
they have this like cheddar bacon soup. Um,
Oh my
that
god.
almost killed me. I mean, it tasted great going down. Don't get me wrong; it was flipping
Yeah.
delicious. But my body was like, "I'm sorry, are you trying to poison me?"
It's like, I'm sorry, you thought you could enjoy this? No.
Yeah, exactly. You thought you could enjoy this? I mean, it's like creme brulee. We let you get away with that because at least it's kind of cooked. But oh god, that cheddar bacon soup tasted so good going down. Lord have mercy, it was so good. But I will never try it again, unfortunately. But it
You'd
was
have to
so
get it to
delicious.
go, right?
Tune in-
You'd have to get
Yes,
it to
I
go.
would.
Tune in next month. We'll be renaming the stream Obese Corner.
Roll me out of here, Scotty.
Sponsored by Gator
Oh
Tractors
my god.
But
and
for
John
real,
Deere.
folks, this anime is so much fun to watch.
Yes.
You get to meet so many of the characters and just go on their journey, especially Soma's journey when he starts to realize just why his father had put him on this particular journey. And it's just great to watch. No throwaway characters. You know, it does not get boring. I've only watched up to I think like season 2 that I've watched. You will get hungry. Look for that cookbook. It's a fun watch. So definitely check it out. I mean, it's not my favorite anime, but it's up there. It's kind of like because like I said, I love to watch shonen, and for some reason, I like to watch shonen that deals with the yakuza. I have no idea. I'm just kind of like weird like that. But this one's up there. I love it. It's fun. I out of 10, I give it like an 8 out of 10. I never get bored going back and watching it. Again, I'm only up to season 2. I'm only up to season 2, but you know, if you want an anime that's not typical, but you just get sucked into, and especially if you love cooking, you should check out Food Wars.
Yes. It will inspire you to cook.
To
That's
get
what it
naked.
does to me every time.
That make you naked.
Well, you can get naked and cook. That is allowed. As long
Mhm.
as, you live either by yourself or, you're by yourself while you do it.
Yeah, it's like, is it good or is it blow my clothes off and
Hmm.
make me moan good? What's the
Yeah.
scale on that?
Go on.
Exactly.
All right, folks. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this. Oh Lord, not the She-Wreck. You know, I've been putting off my episode 7 review.
I
'cause
stopped
I'm just
watching.
so
I
not
stopped
pleased
watching. I
with it.
couldn't watch. I couldn't.
I just,
can't.
it's tough, but I said I'm gonna know what that goes. You know, just get through it. Eris, what do you have going on? Let the folks know about, my dear.
Oh my goodness. We have Babe the Menace this Thursday. That's at what, 7:30 p.m.
Mhm.
8:30 your time, right? I think. And let's see. Bougie Boozers. I have no idea what time that is. Yeah. I have no idea what time that is. That is chaos contained in a stream if I ever had it. And then this Saturday at 12 p.m. CST, I am celebrating my 100th episode of Afternoon Discord and Delight, and we're going to be watching Trolls 2 because I've never seen it, but I have heard things about it.
I love the first Trolls movie, but I haven't seen the second one though.
I've
My
heard
favorite troll is the one that farts glitter. I have
what?
that Funko Pop too. I love it so much.
Oh my god. I've heard that the Trolls 2 is like the horror genre's version of The Room, basically.
Oh.
You guys-
So it's so bad it's good, basically. Yeah, that's what it is.
You guys need to
That's what
watch
I got.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, I've seen that already.
Yeah. It's Halloween season. Start watching Ernest movies.
I have
I
been watching it. I've been
am.
watching Spooky. Yeah, what do you mean?
I am.
Horror's my favorite genre.
I'll tell you guys a little bit later. Fat Steven, what you got going on? Tell folks about.
Like normal, doing gaming, redoing trailers for games and side by side comparisons. I am pumping out more shorts for those that are noticed, and if you don't like it, well, I'm having fun doing it, so I'm going to keep doing it. Other than that, just tune into our community streams on the weekend. We're past 5,300 now, and we're on our way to try to get 5,500 to 6K by Christmas. Other than that, a birthday stream, we don't know. I don't know. We're thinking about it, but not really. So I'm talking about myself in the third person, which is very odd. Food, yum. I'm hungry. Thank you, Lorena. Great show. Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And Shrebbles08, thank you so very much for that $4.99 super chat. I so do appreciate you supporting the channel that way. Make sure Fez Kitty eats something for the baby.
Thank you
Really?
so much. Yeah, I apparently have been pregnant for like a year and a half now. Don't worry about it, Lorena.
Okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
I'm
year and a
still not
half.
showing, and everything is working as it should be if I wasn't pregnant. So it's kind of odd. It's almost like I'm not.
Hmm.
You know? It's weird.
It's kind of like a head thing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
The
chat keeps insisting I'm pregnant. You'd think I would know.
Thank you for that $4.99 super chat. I sure do appreciate it, guys. Your support helps my channel so much. I keep bragging that because of you guys super chats, I actually have a new computer, which I gotta hook up. Little R2D2 over here. So I'm getting him all hooked in with everything else. So thank you guys so very much. As for your girl, let's see. Tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I am hosting the Dark Council over on Drunk 3PO's Basement channel. So please do come over and check that out. Babe the Menace on my channel Thursday at 8:30. Yeah, 8:30 p.m. on Thursday. It's gonna be on my channel. It's gonna be freaking fun. Of course, the lunch table show returns because I have broadband back, so that's going to be on Friday with that, Stephen. And Saturday, Saturday morning, I'm streaming from Universal Orlando because I need to get some Slytherin gear. So I'm going to go get some Slytherin gear out at Universal, live streaming on that. And Saturday night, I said 6, but I think it's going to be pushed back to 7. We're going to be watching the Indian horror movie Tumbad, which I heard is really good. It gives me like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom vibes, but in a scary ass kind of way. So we're having a watch party for that. You can watch it on Amazon Prime if you have Amazon Prime, and we're going to sync up through Scener so we can all watch it at the same time. So make sure those notifications are on my channel because lots of horror movies we're going to be watching. Indian horror movies, anime horror. We got Ninja Scroll watch party that's going to be coming pretty soon. Whole lots of stuff. Cannot wait. And yes, I do have a Halloween 1978 watch party schedule. So you do not want to miss that. That's going to be later on this month. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here on the show. Thanks so much to Eris and to Fat Steven for hanging out with me to talk all this food. Oh my God. Now I want some more food. And we will see you all later. Thanks so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye.